Once upon a time, in a land filled with mysteries and wonders, there was a magical bean that changed the world forever. This isn't a fairy tale, but the true story of coffee, a drink that has become a beloved treasure across the globe. Our adventure begins in the lush landscapes of Ethiopia, around the year 850. Imagine a goatherd named Kaldi who stumbled upon a secret that would awaken the world. One day, Kaldi noticed his goats dancing with unusual energy after eating some mysterious berries. Curious, Kaldi tried the berries himself and felt a burst of energy. Little did he know, he had discovered coffee, the drink that would captivate millions. People began to explore the wonders of coffee. They found creative ways to enjoy this magical bean, from brewing energizing drinks to creating snacks that kept them going through long days. The journey of coffee took a significant turn in the Middle East in the 1450s. In Yemen, a wise Sufi leader discovered that coffee could keep worshippers awake during long prayers. Soon, the aroma of roasted coffee beans filled the air in places where people gathered to share stories and dreams. And soon people inside the Ottoman Empire began to roast and grind cereals to get a darker and bolder drink. Many gathered in guest houses and outside mosques to share the amenities provided by coffee. Cafes appeared in Damascus, Istanbul, and others. Yemenis began cultivating coffee in the late 1500s, and they began exporting it from the port of Al-Makka, which came to be known as Moksha elsewhere in the globe. However, coffee was finally brought, or smuggled, into India, where it quickly spread to Java and other parts of the country. Venice received the first shipment of green coffee beans to Europe, and the first cafe there, Café Florian, was opened in 1683. Because of their vibrant trade with North Africa, it was through these Venetian merchants that coffee was introduced to the rest of Europe. In 1600, Pope Clement VIII baptized the drink, making it more acceptable to European markets. The first cafes were opened in the center of London in the 50s of the 16th century. Coffee has become very popular, since within 100 years, at least 3,000 cafes were operating in England. And in France, people began to mix coffee with milk and sugar. Paris coffee houses hosted Enlightenment figures like Diderot and Voltaire, who allegedly drank 50 cups of coffee a day. Coffee growing became profitable for European empires, which led to the creation of slave or exploited labor forces in Asia, Latin America, and the Caribbean. During the colonial period, European powers established coffee plantations in their American colonies, primarily in the Caribbean and Brazil. However, it was in the 19th century that coffee production spread extensively throughout Latin America, particularly in countries like Colombia, Brazil, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Mexico. Several factors contributed to the successful emergence of coffee in Latin America. The region's diverse climate and geography provided suitable conditions for coffee cultivation. The mountainous regions, volcanic soils, and tropical climates were particularly well suited for growing coffee plants. Additionally, the availability of cheap land and labor, as well as the demand for coffee in international markets, fueled its expansion. Brazil used to export more than 80% of the world's coffee. Coffee has become an essential part of everyday life, with coffee rituals, social gatherings, and coffee houses becoming important cultural institutions. Coffee production regions developed a distinct identity and heritage associated with the crop, and coffee became a symbol of national pride for many countries. We wish you to like the video and subscribe to the channel.